Welcome everybody to another episode of Amplify Your Business. Today I am in the Dominican Republic, and so this is part 2 of a 3-part series in which we're talking to entrepreneurs, expats who've moved to the Dominican and who have started businesses here. And so with me today is Emma Givera. So Emma is a partner in a company called Bushnel Construction, and we're standing here in a villa that you are creating right here in the Dominican.
That's correct.
And it is hot as hell, so excuse the
the
sweating.
sweating and everything else like that. But yes, so again, this is a 5-month-old villa that we're currently standing in, and there's quite a few that Lance will probably show you that are completed, and 7 more that we're going to start. So yeah, it's been a beautiful hot day today.
Yep.
But other than that,
Yeah, so which has been really nice because we've been getting lots of showers and that throughout the days, in most of the days that we've been here so far, and so this is a nice break from that. But I want to talk about your experience being an entrepreneur. So first off, this building that we're standing in right now is a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom. What are we building?
So this particular one is a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath with 2 parking and a pool, and right behind it will be the terrace, and then there's going to be an outside shower with a bathroom on the outside as well, so people can shower at the same time before going into the pool.
Really cool. And so the pool is being built just behind the camera here right now.
Yep.
We're actually standing on the patio, and then on the back side of us here would be the living area, right?
Yeah.
And the entrance there.
That's correct.
Yeah.
With the 2 big windows.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay, so I want to hear about your experience moving here and then, becoming a partner in this business. And so you're originally from Toronto, Canada.
That's correct. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I've been going to the Dominican for almost, I would say 10 to 15 years, on and off, from different parts of the country. And, COVID made a big difference in my life. I know a lot of people had different experiences, but it was a positive one for me. And basically I moved, I was on a leave of absence, so I decided with a friend that we're gonna come here for 2 months. And the 2 months ended up being 6 months. And I met my, boyfriend, my partner, here, and I decided I'm going to go into business with him. So that's why now I'm a developer.
And so that would have been at the beginning of the pandemic, and so when the lockdown occurred, you were in the middle of your 2 months.
That's correct.
And then you couldn't get out of the country.
That is correct.
So that ended up being
I just extended, extending it month to month, and I'm like, it was a good opportunity to learn the business and also learn the person that I was going to be having this business with, right?
Yeah.
So
had you been to the Dominican before that?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I've been coming into this country, as I mentioned earlier, for like 10 to 15 years. So yes, I've been different parts of the country. And I always tell people, when you're going into a country, make sure that you expand and rent a car, and make sure that you drive around so you can see the beauty of what this island has to offer. It has so much to offer that, if you stay in a resort, you won't be able to see.
Yeah, exactly. Get out, explore it, and really get to meet the people here too.
Absolutely. And the North Coast is booming right now. The benefit of being in the North Coast is you have the mountain, you have the beaches, you have the rivers, you've got the lagoons, and you've got like the people. The people is what makes this country really beautiful in my eyes. It reminds me of the Philippines, and it's only a 4-hour flight for me. So it's a win-win on my, in my situation. I've always wanted to invest in an island and retire in an island, and I found my paradise.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you've obviously been coming here for many years, so that's what has always drawn you. And then you meet a guy.
That's correct.
Right? Yeah, and so then the relationship starts to develop, and he's a developer already.
That's
and
correct.
So now you've partnered with him, and combined, you you guys are just taking over this island. It seems like, because
Well,
you were talking about
slowly.
this. Yeah, you're talking about this like 40-some unit
yes.
complex you're building
That's
as well.
correct. So at the beginning of March, we're going to be building 47 villas. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be called Breezes, and it's going to be beautiful. And the price range can go from like 270 to 370, depending on, of course, the size of the villa that you want, from a 2 to a 4 bedroom, and the size of the lot. So there's a lot to do with that. It's going to be a beautiful thing. So yeah.
So why are so many people investing in the Dominican?
So the Dominican, you've got the climate, you've got the people, and it's cheap. And so you can't buy a villa like this in Toronto or in North America, period, with this kind of amenity, with a pool, parking lot, 3 bedroom, and it's this particular villa is almost under 2,000 square feet. Okay, so with that in mind, you're looking at maybe a 400,000 USD. You can't buy that for the value that you're getting. So a lot of expats are buying in here just because it's laid back. It's not rush situation that we have in North America, where everybody's just like, yeah, it's a go 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 go. Here it's more relaxed, and it's safe. That's one thing that people always say, oh, it's how safe is it in this island? And it really is. If I could walk on the street at 4 o'clock in the morning after partying, anybody can do it. And that was by myself. So, the safety factor, the locals will not touch you, because to them, the government doesn't want that. And the government is actually attracting a lot of expats to come and invest in here for that reason as well. So
now your journey as an entrepreneur, Dave, I just wanted to dig into that a little bit, because you weren't in real estate or development, construction back home, right?
Not at all.
So so how has that been, learning a whole other industry in a foreign country?
Well, the good thing is I have my boyfriend who has taught me a lot. And and I'm just using my expertise from I have a BA background in commerce and economics, so I have an accounting and HR background. So like all of my experiences, I kind of put it in here, and then it's a simple math. You build something, you sell it, you make a profit. But of course, it's knowing the people to sell it to. It's your clientele. Right.
And is that what you really bring to it as well? Is this because you're an expat yourself?
That's
most
correct.
of your customers are likely expats,
That's
right?
correct.
And so you can build those relationships and help with the sales side of it too, right?
Of course, and that's primarily my job, is to bring people that I know in Canada or in US and give them what it is that they're looking for, because our villas are all custom made. So it's not like a cookie cutter. As you can see in some of these villas, it's not a cookie cutter unless the clients want, oh, I want that house. So that's what happened with the Google house. They want, oh, I want that exact house that you built. So we go with what the client wants to build.
So what has been the most difficult thing for you to, I guess, understand or to learn?
Besides language? Well, it is just the language, really, for me, because I learn as I go. And the people are so friendly in here that they'll be able to teach you along the way of anything that you might, that you want to do or learn in this industry. And it's a small town, it's a small community, and so we kind of help each other out. So that's what I like about it. Whether you're expat or local, everybody helps each other out.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I think that's the dream, right? As entrepreneurs, is to have that community, and so you've been able to tap into that. And that's one of the things that I think about, and I imagine a lot of our viewers think about too, is when you're coming into a foreign country, how do you find that community, right? But now obviously with your boyfriend, that makes it a little easier, I guess.
Yeah, well, I talk a lot. So that's how I meet people, and then you kind of figure out along the way what their needs are, or if they're interested, or if even if they're not interested, it's word of mouth. Like we have a lot of clients that it wasn't them that I spoke to directly, but a friend, brought them in here, and it's just literally word of mouth and who that works here.
Yeah. So, any advice you would give to anybody else who is, from the States or from Canada or anywhere else, any expat out there moving to the Dominican Republic and wanting to start a business? Any advice you'd give them? Besides find a boyfriend.
Know what it is that, do your research.
Yeah.
Definitely do your research and know what it is that you want to do here in this country. There's a lot of opportunities, and right now, real estate is one of the biggest, where you could make some money. And of course, there's restaurants, there's other things that you can do. And I also know they have IT world that are starting in here, because a lot of these Dominicans are also multilingual. So it's good to have, like I know of someone who's trying to build an IT office here, just so that, it's a lot cheaper. Of course, labor is cheaper here.
Yeah.
So it works out for their favor. So it all depends on what it is that you want to do, and just do your research first.
Yeah. Like anything, you need to.
Yes, of course.
You see an opportunity, research it, make sure that it's actually something that's going to work, and then
it's viable or not.
Yeah, then work your butt off to make it happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for sharing your story, Emma.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really appreciate it. And I know a lot of people out there might want to connect with you in some form or another.
Of course.
What would be the best way to get a hold of you or the company?
Right now, our website is in the works, so the website does not work. So I wouldn't suggest that. But you can contact us, and I can give you my phone number, which will provide.
Yeah, we'll put it into the show notes.
Of course. Okay. And you can contact me by email or WhatsApp. And that's the only communication right now. And here is WhatsApp. That's why everybody communicates.
Yep, that's all you need in the Dominican is WhatsApp.
Exactly.
That's right.
Exactly. As long as you have that, you're good.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, well, thank you for sharing your story, and for just sharing this villa and touring us around. And we, for the audience that didn't know, we spent yesterday hanging out at the beach watching the Super Bowl. We're filming this in February of 2023, and so that was a lot of fun getting to know you there as well. So thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
So if you are interested in checking out some more episodes about expats building businesses here in the Dominican Republic, head over to amplifyyourbusiness.ca. That's where you're going to find all of our archives, or hit the link in the bio to go back one episode or forward to the next episode, because we have this 3-part series that we're doing here today. So thank you very much for joining us. Until next time, have a prosperous day.